might be a little bit better. Yeah, that'll do. I don't know if you guys can hear me or not, but hopefully you can. I'm using the microphone, so I just want to know if you guys can hear me, but we'll just get started, and if you can't hear me, you just let me know. But welcome to the live stream, and I just wanted to start out by saying thank you for 1,000 subscribers. I can't believe I finally hit that milestone, so I'm super excited that we've hit that milestone together, and I just wanted to say that first and foremost and start with that, because it wouldn't be without you guys that I would be here. Also, Loki's here. I don't know if he'll say hello, but he's right here. Loki, do you want to say hello? Come here. Come here, buddy. Ready? Say, hello, world. He's got his little shark shirt on today. Keeps him cool. Say hello. Oh, thank you, buddy. Thank you. Okay, I'm gonna put you back in your, not in your cage, in your stroller over here. You just chill out, okay? Well, hello, we're doing good. How are you? So I, again, wanted to thank you guys for 1,000 subscribers, and I'll move on to different things. I have a couple topics to cover, but if you guys have any questions, you can leave those in the comments, and I'll try to answer them as they come through. But the first thing that I wanted to touch on is related to the 1,000 subscribers. Is the giveaway that's coming up. So basically there's only going to be two things that you have to do. One of them is obviously be subscribed to the Hi World It's Kelsie YouTube channel, and then the second thing that you need to do is to comment on a specific video. When I release the video here within the next week about the giveaway, I will give you either that video to comment on, or I'll say specifically another video, and you'll just leave a comment on there, and that'll be your entry. So basically you'll just have to prove that you're subscribed if it doesn't show me that already, and then you'll have to leave a comment on whatever video I say. So yeah. Oh, glad you're here. And then so basically that's all I'm going to say about the giveaway right now. I will do a separate video explaining all the rules, what you have to do again, and then I will also tell you what you'll win. So you'll have to stick around for that video, but that'll be coming out within the next week. Let's see here. I have like a little note down here of what I wanted to touch on. So some upcoming things that are going to be happening this year. We have Epic Universe coming up, we have Disney coming up, and Dollywood coming up. I'm very excited to be going to all of those places this year. So the Disney and Universal trip will be kind of combined, and those videos will come out later this year. I'm going to be going there in a couple months and seeing my friends that live down there, so I'm super excited for that as well. And then you'll get an Epic Universe video, a Disney video, and then probably like a Florida vlog type video of what I'm doing down there and just hanging out with my friends down there. There'll probably be some things that you don't see because I'll want to, you know, have some time with them too. So yeah, those are some things that you can look forward to when it comes to Florida. I'm very excited to go to Florida here in the next couple months. And yeah, also, if you're wondering why I have sunglasses on, if I didn't, I would just be squinting the whole time. So I just decided it was better to just put them on. So yeah, very excited to go there. And there was some like updates that I wanted to run down with you guys. So obviously, when it comes to Cedar Point, which is the one that is closest to us here in Ohio, Siren's Curse is opening this weekend. They had their previews today, and it looks like it all went really well, and people are really excited about the ride. I, for one, will not be riding the ride, but I will watch it happily from the ground. It does look very, very cool, and I can't wait to see it in person with some actual people on it. I saw it testing at one point in time, but I never saw people on the ride, so that'll be cool to see later on this season. Another thing is when it comes to Disney, I'm very excited about like some of the things that they've announced. It's not really anything that's going to be coming out this year, but it's things that are coming out in the next year or two. So I'm excited to see those, but that is the Monsters Inc. land and then the Cars land that is coming. Also, there's supposed to be a Villains land coming. That one is more like rumored. It was announced at D23, but it doesn't always come to fruition when they do that. So I am very excited to see each one of those if they all become things, but the Cars one looks amazing. It's going to go by Tiana's Bayou Adventure, and that looks super, super fun. It looks like they're going to have some of the rides that they have out in California, and they're going to bring them down here to Florida, so that's very exciting. And then also the Monsters Inc. land, oh my gosh, I cannot wait for that one. That was one of my favorite movies and probably still is one of my favorite movies. And I'm really excited to see what they do with that land. They just released some new concept art, and that is extremely exciting. So I cannot wait to get down there and experience that. Those two won't be open for a couple more years, so when I go in a couple months to Florida, it's not going to be there yet, obviously, but I can't wait to see it go from the lands that they are now, which is Tom Sawyer Island and Muppets Courtyard. That's going to be turning into the Cars land and the Monsters Inc. land. So I'll get to see some of the construction while I'm down there probably, or just construction walls with the artwork that they've released on the walls. So that's very exciting, and I can't wait to see it go, like basically like I watched Epic Universe build from the ground up. Like it was just from nothing, like literal dirt, to a whole entire theme park. I'm very, very excited to get to go there later this year, and I'm sure you guys are excited to see that video as well. I have another question down here. It says, when you go on your trips to different places, do you do any riding on the rides, or are you there for more of the sights and the food? For me, personally, I feel like that depends on the park. So, you know, when I go to Disney, I feel like there's a lot more I can ride there. I just can't do anything that goes upside down or spins really fast because I get migraines really easily, and those are like a one-way ticket to a migraine if I go on anything that spins or goes upside down. So that takes out a lot of the things at Cedar Point. So like when I go to Cedar Point on a normal basis, I go for the events, the food, and just like watching some of the rides I really enjoy. Like obviously Top Thrill is a good one to watch. Siren's Curse is going to be a really fun one to watch. So I like to do that while I'm there. I really like the events, so I hope that Cedar Point will bring more events to the park. That's something that I really enjoy when I go to Cedar Point as well. Last year we were invited out for Hollow Weekends, and I'm hoping that we will be, or I guess I will be invited out next year. That was extremely exciting, and it was really a dream come true to be invited by the park to come and do something there and cover for them. So that was really, really cool. And then you know, the dream is to have Disney invite me out one day, but that's a long way away from now. So I guess we'll have to see. But you know, when I go to Disney and Universal, I feel like there's more family rides, and that's more the type that I will ride, so I will ride more stuff there. Dollywood's kind of hit or miss. I really love the park, like the whole look of it and everything about it, but they have more coasters than they do like family rides, so that's another one I can't really ride as much. But I do enjoy theme parks, and I think it speaks volumes when somebody goes to a theme park and they're not necessarily there for the rides and they still enjoy their time. I think that's really the goal, that everybody will enjoy it no matter what they like or what they'll ride. So I think that's something that they cover really well at Disney, and Universal too. Cedar Point, they can be hit or miss. Like I could ride some stuff some days, and other days I'm like, yeah, I can't do that today. Do you think Nate will ride Siren's Curse? That's a good question. I don't know if he would or not. He is getting a little more adventurous when it comes to rides, and he wants to ride things. But when he goes with me, obviously I won't ride, so he would need somebody else, like maybe one of his friends, to go so that they could enjoy the ride together, because I think the problem is he doesn't really want to go alone, but he would be willing to ride. I don't necessarily know that he would be all in for Siren's Curse. He hasn't ridden most of the rides at Cedar Point. He's ridden a couple roller coasters, but I don't know that he'd necessarily be ready for Siren's Curse. But that's a good question. I will ask him, and I would let you know, but I guess I can't let you know. But maybe at some point when he's in a video, I can ask him about it, and we'll see what his answer is. But I don't think he'd ride it, to be honest. But that's just me. He could. I don't know. Let's see. What else do we have here? There was some also Universal news. There was some different things when it comes to different parks coming to the United States and across the ocean. Basically, they had announced a UK park at one point in time, but I think they kind of backed out of that one, unfortunately. I don't know if that one will come to fruition, but the one in Texas is definitely going to go through, I think, and that one is more a kids resort, and they're going to have like lands that are like Trolls and SpongeBob and stuff like that, and I think that that's something that they need. I don't know if Texas is necessarily the best place for a park, but, you know, I mean, I guess California and Florida are pretty hot, so Texas being hot too, maybe it won't be an issue, but who knows. But that's some exciting things. I don't know if you guys have seen the concept art for that, but that's really cool as well. Let's see. Hopefully when returning to Cedar Point, the puddles will be staying out of your shoes. Yes, I agree. I hope so too, because I am tired of that. That is not a fun feeling, but it was so nice to be staying on property at that point in time to where we could literally like blow dry the shoes out and move along our merry way the next day with dry shoes. Not saying that they didn't get soaked the next day because it was raining then too, but not as bad as the first day. But hopefully we'll stay out of the rain when we go to Cedar Point. We just had like our hotel booked and like everything paid for, and it didn't make sense to just not go because opening weekend was gonna be really terrible weather, but we powered through and we made it, and we still had fun, and we did ride a couple things but not very many things, but we still had a really good time, so we enjoyed that. Let's see here. Another thing that I was going to mention, oh, Loki's asleep, so I can't show you him. He's just down here cuddled in his little stroller. But anyway, Loki now has an Instagram page, and it's called Hi World, It's Loki. And there's only one post on there right now. We had an account for him at one point in time, but there was literally only one post, so I just started it over basically. But you'll see some pictures from vacation for him, and he really did enjoy vacation, and that was something that was really nice down in Myrtle Beach when there was a lot of things to do with Loki, because I don't have a lot of that up here in Ohio. Like when I go to Cedar Point, I can't take him, but you know, if I were to go to Disney, they have some dog-friendly hotels that he could stay in, but he couldn't necessarily go to the park, obviously. But that would be really cool because I think he'd really enjoy it. But it is interesting to try and find some different things that Loki can do. That's always been something that's kind of hard up here in Ohio, but we manage and we try our best. It looks like the sun's going away. Okay, I think I can take these off and actually look at you guys. But yeah, that's something that's kind of tricky up here, but we manage and we find some things. Like there's going to be some different events that I'm going to take him to this year, and you guys will of course see the videos on that, so that's something to look forward to as well. But he does have his own Instagram account, and you can follow him on there if you want. You don't have to, but if you want. And it'll have some, you know, pictures that are behind the scenes, but it'll also have like, you know, his video that he just did that came out a few days ago, about his little short about what he did on vacation. I thought the British voice was hilarious. I thought that fit him, even though when I talk for him, it doesn't sound like that. It's not that deep of a voice. I couldn't imagine what he would sound like if he actually talked. I think that would be really funny to find out, because I bet you it sounds nothing like what me and my family and everybody else voices for him. There's no way it sounds like what we do. But yeah, if you want to check out his page, you totally can, and you know, I'm sure there'll be some more shorts of him soon. You'll see him in the videos, obviously. He's always around, so especially in the vlogs, that's his time to shine. So, but hopefully we'll get to some dog-friendly events here soon, and you guys will be along for the ride for that. Let's see here. What else do we have? was thinking about doing like some sort of giveaway with memberships. I don't know if that's something that you guys would be interested in, but basically YouTube gives creators the chance to hand out some memberships. I think it does the lowest level automatically, so it would be the basic membership, the $2.99 one that I have. But basically I just hit a button and it goes to a certain amount of people. I don't know how many people it picks. I want to say it said 5, but I guess we'll see what it does. But basically when I hit it, it just randomly picks people, so like I don't get to pick who gets them or who doesn't. But I think it's a good way for you guys to be able to experience what the memberships are like and what perks you get. And then you can upgrade, downgrade, or you don't have to stick with the membership after that month period. You can at least try it and see if you like it. So I'm gonna see if I can do that while I have you guys here, and see if I can do that. Yeah, it says send gift memberships free of charge, which is very nice of YouTube to do something like that. It's not something we asked for, but I think that that's something good that YouTube gave us, so thank you, YouTube, for that. But I'm gonna hit the button now and I'm gonna see if it just does it on its own. I'm not sure how it does it, but we're gonna see. Okay, it says you could be a recipient of it. Okay, I guess it's just giving them away now. Okay, so it just gave away 5 memberships. So you guys have all won a month of the memberships, which is pretty cool. Like I said, I think that it gives like the lowest level. I don't think it gives like the $7.99 or $9.99 level or whatever I priced them at. I can't even remember anymore. But it gave you guys memberships that you can try out and you can see what they're all about and if you enjoy them. And if you want to continue them, or if you don't, that's okay too. No pressure, but you guys have a free month. And I'm sure that'll send you like an email or something and you'll be able to access it there. But I believe there is something you have to have turned on for it in order to accept it. So I'm sure you guys can figure it out. I'm sure you guys are smart. So congratulations to all of you that won a 1-month free trial of the memberships. So you guys can try those out and you can see what they're all about. So yeah, that was kind of fun. I never knew I could do that until somebody in a previous live stream gave them away before. Like I think they gave like 1 or 2 away, and I don't know if they had to pay for it or if it was free for them to do, but basically they gifted a membership to another viewer, which was really cool. And I was like, huh, I wonder how they did that. So I looked it up and it said that I could give away 5 for free on a live stream at a time, and it just randomly selects people, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, I'm glad you guys get to try it out. I have been watching your videos from the beginning and I really enjoy all of them. I look forward to when you put them out, and you're looking forward to the next video. Thank you, that really means a lot. I'm glad that you've stuck around that long. You know, there's been quite a few changes with this channel from the beginning until now, but I'm glad that you guys have stuck around and you still enjoy the videos. And I'm sure some of you have gotten family and friends to join in on the channel and like watch the videos too. Clearly the word's gotten around somehow, hitting 1,000 subscribers. So I obviously very much appreciate that. I never thought that that would happen. And if it even gets bigger from here, like, I'm shocked, because I didn't even think it would hit 1,000 at any point in time. So very, very thankful and very, very excited to see where this journey takes us, because it's not just me, it's you guys on the journey too. So wouldn't be here without you, that's for sure. So I really appreciate that, and I see comments like that all the time, and it really means a lot to me that like you guys even care enough to reach out and tell me like you really enjoyed the video, or you'd like to see more videos like this, or you'd like to see more videos like that. So I think that that's really awesome, and we've built kind of a community here, and I think that that's really special. So I really enjoy that. What in the world? What are you doing over here, buddy? You okay? He like jumped in his sleep. He's like passed out still. Guess he's okay. He's still breathing, so he's good. I didn't know he would be asleep for the live stream. I thought you guys would get to see him a little bit, but he's pretty much passed out over there. So if he wakes back up, you guys can see him again, but I'm glad you got to see him at the beginning of the stream because he had his cute little button-up shirt on. It's actually a kid's shirt, but this one fits him okay. Like, you know how like dog shirts have like the weird arms so that their arms actually fit? This shirt kind of has that, but it's for a child, and I bought it for him because it was so freaking cute, and I was like, oh my gosh, I need him to wear that. And I bought it for vacation, obviously, and then I was like, how about you wear it for the live stream today, bud? So he's wearing it, so he seems to like it. It keeps him pretty cool. I mean, I can feel it just like touching him. Like, it's like a cooling shirt. It's an Eddie Bauer shirt, so he's so bougie for a dog, but you know, he's spoiled rotten, but that's okay. I love him and I want to spoil him. So yeah, I mean, if you guys have any questions, you can leave them in the chat. But I also thought it would be fun to do a little bit of trivia. And the kid at the restaurant had the same shirt on, yes. So when we were on vacation, this little shark shirt that Loki's wearing, a little kid literally walked past our table with the exact same shirt on. And I was like, oh my gosh. Like, I was like, there's no way anybody's gonna know that this is a kid's shirt, not a dog shirt. Well, sure enough, here comes a kid that was like, haha, you're wrong. So yeah, that was a moment. The kid very much enjoyed that. The parents were like, wow. But the kid was like loving it. And he walked by about 3 or 4 times. It was super cute. I would have loved to take a picture of the moment, but I did not think that that was appropriate to ask to take a picture of like a 5-year-old child with Loki. So I didn't do that. But congratulations on 1,000 subscribers, and let's continue to support this platform going forward. Keep doing what you're doing because this is an awesome and amazing platform. Thank you very much. Like, I really honestly do appreciate like all those comments. That means a lot to me. And like I said, I can't even believe we're here at 1,000. Like, I cannot believe that we've made it this far. But maybe we'll make it even farther down the line, but who knows? We just have to keep going. I mean, you know, the channel keeps growing every day. So that's really a cool thing to see, and I just really deeply appreciate it. I don't think I could explain to you guys how much I actually appreciate it. But yeah, it's a really cool thing. It's a really cool feeling to know that like 1,000 people actually want to follow my life and see what I'm up to and go to the theme parks with me, and like, you know, we're building a community of like people who enjoy the same things, and I think that's a really cool thing. So thank you guys for sticking around for that journey. But like I said, I have some trivia questions. I thought this would be fun to do a little interactive section. So if you guys know the answers or you want to participate, you can put them in the chat. I will give about, I don't know, a minute. I'll try to watch the timer from when well, maybe 30 seconds. We'll do 30 seconds for these questions. So I will read the first one. And this is going to be some Disney trivia because I enjoy Disney and I thought that would be fun. So here's the first question. What is the name of Wendy's dog in Peter Pan? I'm sorry, I'm just a Disney adult, but this should be a pretty relatively easy question in my opinion. Unless you've never seen Peter Pan, then I can understand that. I'll give you that. But I'll give you a little bit of time to respond if you know the answer. If you don't know the answer, that's okay. Don't feel bad. I just picked like 7 random questions and I thought it would just be fun to ask. But again, what is the name of Wendy's dog in Peter Pan? And not to brag or anything, but I did know the answers to, I think, 6 of these questions before I looked up the answers to them. And I live in Ohio, and I know the answers to these questions, and some of them are related to the parks. So I basically live in the parks virtually. All right, so I'm going to give the answer. The answer is Nana, because they go, poor Nana. That's the dog's name, and it has the little bonnet on the head. I can just see that dog in my head. So if you got that answer right, 1 point for you. All right, so here's the next question. Where does Mike Wazowski take his girlfriend for her birthday dinner? So the name of the restaurant. You can put, if you don't know the name of the restaurant, you can put what they ate at the restaurant, because I think that's another good answer as well. but I will let you guys think about that for a minute, and then I will tell you the answer to that. I did know the answer to this one too. And if you've looked at the concept art for the new Monsters Inc. land that's coming, you would know the answer to this question too, because it is going to be in the parks, which is pretty cool in my opinion. So we'll see if any of you get it. If not, that's okay. But I think that these are not too terribly hard, but they are a little tricky, especially if you're not a Disney adult. So, alright. So the answer to that one is Harryhausen's. That is a sushi restaurant in Monstropolis. So if you got that right, correct, good for you. Alright, this one I think is easier than the first two, but again, not everybody knows what I know, but that's okay. Who is Goofy's son? And yes, I mean the main man Goofy, not like some random Goofy. I mean Goofy with the green hat. He has a son. What is his name? That is the third question, I believe. Yes, third question in this trivia. So if you know the answer to that one, go ahead and put it in the chat, and I will reveal the answer in about 10 to 15 seconds. He's still out like a light over here. Must be peaceful. Must be nice to be pushed around in a stroller, not have to go anywhere. It's so nice outside. Max. Yes, that's correct. Also, his full name is Maximilian Goof, if you didn't know, but Max for short. Yes, that is correct. Alright, fourth question. What was the first Pixar movie? So, Pixar is not all the cartoon movies that Disney owns. It is some of them, but Pixar didn't start until way later on. It wasn't like, so don't think back Cinderella, because that's not it. that is a Disney movie, but that was not Pixar. It's not all their cartoon movies. That would be the correct answer for a different question, but it's not this one. But Pixar is more of the current side of things when it comes to the cartoon movies. So I'll give you about 10 more seconds to answer if you want to try to guess at it. If you don't know it, that's okay. But I don't think this one's too hard of a question either, but who knows, maybe it is. Alright, so the answer to that one is Toy Story. That was the first Pixar movie. At least if you're not knowing the answers to these questions, you're learning something. So you learned something when you came to this live stream today, so good for you. Let's see. This one is a park-related question, and I did know the answer to this one. I'm just a Disney nerd, and that's just the way I am, but I love it. What is the smallest and largest theme park at Walt Disney World? So there's Animal Kingdom, Epcot, Magic Kingdom, and Hollywood Studios. So which of those is the smallest and which of those is the largest? It might not be what you think. Because I did know this fact now, but I didn't know it in the past, and I was kind of shocked by the answer of what the smallest and the biggest one was. More the smallest one I was shocked about, but the biggest one I wasn't really shocked, because it makes a lot of sense when you think about it. So you can have a few more seconds to put your answers in the chat. If you don't know it, that's okay. But if you know it, go ahead and give it a try. Alright, so the biggest, largest is not Epcot, no. The biggest is Animal Kingdom. And if you think about it, it makes sense, because they have to have all the storage for the animals, like when they're not out on the like little safari ride, or they have to have like a whole bunch of space for like all their different rides and stuff. But Animal Kingdom is the biggest park, and it is 580 acres of land, which is absolutely insane. But that is the biggest park, and the smallest is Magic Kingdom. And I know that that sounds like a lie, but it's true. It's 107 acres. So Animal Kingdom is like 5 times bigger, which is crazy to think about, that you could fit 5 Magic Kingdoms in Animal Kingdom. But that's the truth. That's how big the parks are. I would have, if I had not known the answer to this question, I would have said Animal Kingdom's the biggest, because that just makes sense with all the storage for the animals and all the different things that they have to have for the animals on property. It makes a lot of sense. The second one, I would have probably said Epcot, and then I would have probably said Magic Kingdom, and then Hollywood Studios. So it would have been a little flip-flopped. Now between Epcot and Hollywood Studios, I'm not sure, but I would assume Epcot is bigger. But maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Maybe it's smaller. I don't know. But I just know the biggest and the large, or the biggest one and the smallest one. So that's the answer to question number 5. Let's see. Question number 6. What item does Walt Disney World not sell anywhere in the park? Unfortunately, yes, I did know the answer to this question. I watch way too much YouTube about Disney and research too much about it, but there is one specific item, and it has to do with messiness. I'll give you that kind of clue. Walt Disney really didn't want to have a dirty theme park. He wanted to have a really clean theme park, which is why you see trash cans every 30 feet. And yes, it is 30 feet. You can look it up. I do know that too. But if you go to Disney next time and you see all the trash cans, you'll be like, oh, yeah, they are pretty close. You don't really notice it unless you know that fact. But there's a reason for it. He just really wanted to have a clean theme park. He didn't want there to be trash everywhere, so he was like, we're going to have a trash can every 30 feet. But I will give the answer in about 5 seconds here. If you want to guess, or if you know the answer, go ahead and put it in the chat. But I will go ahead and give you the answer now. The answer to that question, the thing that they do not sell at any of the theme parks at Walt Disney World, is gum. They sell candy, they sell chocolate. You can go and fact check me. You can go into Walt Disney World. You will not find gum for sale because they don't want to sell it. They think it's too messy, too sticky. They don't like it. You can bring your own. They won't say you can't bring your own gum in, but they will not sell it there. So that is an interesting little tidbit about Disney World. You won't be able to find gum if you go. So if you want gum, you better bring some with you. All right. Last question. What is the maximum score that you can get on Buzz Lightyear's Space Ranger spin? Did you wake up? Are you sleeping like that? Buddy, that can't be comfortable. He's crazy. Alright. So again, the question is, what is the maximum score you can get on Buzz Lightyear's Space Ranger spin? And there was a reason I mentioned that ride. Unfortunately, we got news today of when that would be closing, and it is early August, and I'm going in like a month or 2 after that. I was so upset because I was like, I wanted to ride that, but it'll be closed until 2026 sometime. They're going to be doing a huge refurbishment on it, and nobody's going to get to ride it for a really long time, which kind of sucks. But they do have some other rides. Basically, if you don't know what it is, Buzz Lightyear's Space Ranger Spin is basically like one of those rides that you sit, usually with 2 people in a cart, and you have those little like blaster gun things, and then you shoot at like the different targets throughout the ride, and then you get points based on what you hit, you know, how many you hit, all that stuff. So unfortunately that will be closing in early August, and I will not be getting to ride that this year, but it is what it is. I'll ride it again when it opens. I know I'll be back. So I think I talked enough during that to give you some time to answer that question. The answer to that question is 999,999. So you cannot get 1,000,000 points, but you can get 1 point away. But that's all the trivia questions I have for you guys. I thought that would be something fun to do, just to be a little more interactive during the live stream. But yeah, I thought I'd like to participate in trivia if I was watching a live stream, so I was like, maybe some other people will, and it looks like a few of you wanted to participate, so that's cool. Let's see, not to get off the subject, but I was curious if you were going to see the Jurassic World Rebirth movie when it comes out on Wednesday, July 2nd. I am so excited. I definitely am going to go see that movie. It probably won't be on like the day that it like goes to theaters or anything, but I will definitely be going to see that. I love those movies. The Jurassic Park and Jurassic World movies are some of my favorite movies. Obviously, I love the Harry Potter movies, and I have a thing for series, I think. Like, when there's a good series, I will follow it. I love Divergent. That's another good one. If you guys haven't seen that one, that's another one of my all-time favorites. I love the Hunger Games movies. They're all multiple movies. Like, there must be something about those that I just like really enjoy. But yeah, that I definitely will be going to see. I am super excited to see it. But yeah, I will be going to see that, just probably not on the 2nd, but yeah. But I think that's pretty much all I had planned. Let me just look at my note again, because, and the reason I did this is because I have a terrible memory. So I had to write everything down. So let's see. Oh, I kind of skipped over Dollywood a little bit when I was talking about places that I'd be going. I did mention I was going to be going there, but I'm very excited to go there and get some cinnamon bread. If you know, you know. That is the best and only reason to go to Dollywood, pretty much. I'm sure there's other reasons, like people love the rides and stuff, but that is like the #1 thing for me. I'm like, you gotta get that cinnamon bread. Let's see. I don't think I had anything else, but I did want to ask you guys, like, is there stuff that you're excited to see, or like different places that you would recommend me going, like theme park wise? Obviously, like, my content mostly is theme parks, and it's something that I enjoy. And I hope you guys enjoy it too. I assume you do if you've stuck around this long, that you love theme parks, or at least Cedar Point, or you like the challenges, or whatever it might be. I just was curious to see like what kind of content you guys would like to see. If you're watching this now, you can leave it in the chat now, or if you are watching this live stream back, you know, a couple days from now, go ahead and leave it in the comments, and I read like every single comment that comes through. I don't think I've missed one. If I have, it's probably like a reply, like if you guys send one and then I reply and then you reply again. I did notice I missed a couple of those, and I went back, so you probably got a reply that was like 2 months old. But you know, at least I replied. I just didn't know they were there. But yeah, I do read every comment, and I really appreciate the mass majority, if not all of the comments, because everything is like always really positive, like when you guys reach out, which is really nice. Let's see. I love the Jurassic Park movies because I have always loved dinosaurs. Yeah, dinosaurs are really cool. There's nothing wrong with dinosaurs. I think they're really cool too. And then also, will you be returning to the Pro Football Hall of Fame this year? So, sort of. Not specifically the Hall of Fame museum, I don't think, but I might be, because I bought a ticket to the Hall of Fame game because they had a good deal. I cannot pass up a good deal to save my life, and it's probably going to be the death of me. But they had this deal for $99. You get like a ticket, and like a decent ticket to the game. Like, I'm like 12 rows up or something like that from the ground. Like, that's pretty good. So that already is a good price just for the ticket alone. And then it said something about, I think you get museum admission on Hall of Fame weekend. So you get that like any of the days surrounding that. I think Hall of Fame weekend is technically like Thursday through Monday or Thursday through Sunday or something. So you can use the ticket to go to the Hall of Fame. So I'll probably go, but not do a whole entire video. It might be like thrown in the vlog or something. And then you get like, I think it was like a $10 or $15 credit to like their museum gift shop. So like you can like go and like buy merchandise, like a little gift card or something. I'm pretty sure that was the 3 things that you get. I don't think there was anything else, but like that's a really good deal in my opinion, because if you look at prices of the museum, that is $45 alone. $45. And then if let's say the thing's $15, I can't remember if it was $10 or $15 that you get to spend in the store, but if it's $15, that's another like, let's see, 45 and 15 is 60. So you're already at $60. So that means that you're pretty much paying the price of the ticket at $40 for the Hall of Fame game, which is really good. So I think it's worth it. But yes, I will be going to some of the things on Hall of Fame weekend, and I will be filming. Maybe you can film the Hall of Fame parade if I wake up early enough. I'm pretty sure it's early in the morning. And I don't think that there's anybody that I'm like dying to see. I'd have to look at like who's getting inducted this year. If it would have been Peyton Manning, I should have gone to that parade. I kind of regret that, but I think it might happen in the middle of the day too. It's either really early in the morning or it's like during the day when I was working. But your brother's in the band. Oh yeah, that's right. He will be in the band that goes through there. I didn't think about that. So I guess I will be waking up even if it's early. So I will be going to see Nathan. He's in his school band. So I guess he'll be in the parade, which that's kind of cool. I forgot that they were in the band or in the parade as the high school band. So that's pretty cool. I guess I'll be going to that. So I think maybe now that I'm thinking of it, it'd probably be best to do just like a whole video on like the whole weekend. So like the game, the museum admission, shopping with the credit that they give me, the Hall of Fame parade. I probably will combine those and just make it one video for the Hall of Fame weekend. So that will be coming up. I'll definitely be there. The one thing that I'm for sure not doing is the concert. I think it's Nickelback this year, which, I mean, nothing against them, but I don't think I would pay for a ticket to go. I'm not like a huge fan or anything. When Maroon 5 came up, I went to that concert. When Carrie Underwood came up, I went to that concert. Those were some ones that I definitely wanted to see, so I did go see those. But yeah, I don't think I would go see Nickelback. Again, nothing against it if you listen to them, but I don't think that that'd be something that I'd be interested in going to see. But a lot of the other events I'll probably be at this year, so that's exciting. But yeah, I think we've been going for 40 minutes, which is absolutely insane. I didn't think I was talking that long, but I can talk for a long time. But I think I will leave you guys here. Thank you guys for joining the live stream and, you know, interacting with me and leaving comments and participating in the trivia. I hope you guys had fun. And also, like, if you see it after the fact, you can leave a comment on what you'd like to see in the future below, and then you can also leave a comment if you want to participate in the trivia. But who knows, you could have cheated and gotten all the answers if you're watching this back, let's be honest. So you can if you want to, but it's up to you. Thank you. I will keep it up for a while. I don't plan on giving up on it anytime soon. I really do enjoy it. You know, it's nice that other people see that I enjoy it and they enjoy my videos too, and that really does mean a lot. So I am excited to give away some things. Again, that video will be coming in the next week or so. So just keep an eye out for that. It'll be its own separate video. I won't throw it in something else to make you watch all the way to the end to find out what the giveaway items are and what you have to do and all that. I'm not going to do that to you. I'll just put like a 2-minute video out explaining what you have to do and what you could win. And yeah, so good luck in advance for that. But I am going to go ahead and head out now. So I hope you guys enjoyed joining me for the live stream today, and I will see you guys next time. Bye, guys.